Is there any division you're looking forward to watching the most this year?
So I personally am a Panthers fan.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
and the reason, so I grew up in Florida. I didn't have a team per se. Like I was cool with the Dolphins, I was cool with the Jags, I was cool with the Bucks. Because growing up in Melbourne, it almost was equidistant to all three cities: Tampa,
Yeah.
Miami, Jacksonville. So I watched a little bit of each, but I was never like a huge NFL fan growing up anyway.
Mhm.
And I moved to Charlotte in 2018 to work at a local affiliate there. And I figured, hey, well, I've always been a Cam fan because Cam started his career at Florida. We were there at the same time. So I'm rocking with Cam. I might as well be a Panthers fan. Like I'm here
Yeah.
living in Charlotte, and that's when so I picked the Panthers to be my team. So I've been like a fan since 2018, and it has not been good since I've been a fan. That's been it's very unfortunate because I could have picked any team in the NFL, and I picked the Panthers, and this
Yeah.
is what we're looking at. So from a personal rooting standpoint, I'm really locked in to see how things play up in the NFC South. Where I think there's a chance we can make a little bit of noise. I'm not saying playoffs by any means, but I do think that new coach and everything, but I still think that Bryce Young could take a big step
Yeah.
in year two, and better pieces are around him. The offensive line's been rebuilt where maybe 7 wins, 7-10
Yeah.
or something like that, and that could be fun and exciting at least. So
Yeah.
that's where I'm at with it.
Okay, that's actually funny because I had the NFC South as my division that I wanted to talk to you about. So I guess, you being there is already, it's kind of funny. But I was thinking about, the Atlanta Falcons. I mean, they were a quarterback away last year from being a pretty decent team. I mean, they had the defense, they have the weapons on offense already. And I just don't know if I like the Bucks as much as other people do to do the same thing again this year. Because I'm a Browns fan.
Okay.
And when I see the whole like Baker cycle of 1 minute he's up here, the next minute it's just I feel like I saw that too often, and I just don't know if I see them doing that again this year. It's tough.
Yeah, the Baker talk is always funny to me too, because of course he was on the Panthers, and I see him
Yeah.
leave Carolina, and then I'm like, well, this Baker right here in LA is not that's not the Baker that I saw with the Panthers. Like, shoot, who was this? Who was this Baker here in Tampa? This is not the same guy.
Yeah.
Good for him though, but it is crazy to see kind of like the ebbs and flows of
Mhm.
his career. That's been like if keeping it a buck, like he had a good year last year. Like he earned that extension, like he earned that contract to play
Yeah.
and stick with Tampa. But like that's not the guy the Panthers had.